Good morning, Mindcrack. It is the 27th day of May, 2012. So, Ultra Hardcore came out yesterday, and boy, was it a great episode. It was a great way to end it out. Today I want to share some of my thoughts on that. But before I do that, in a decision that's probably going to be really stupid for me, I'm deciding that I'm going to show some of your guys' pictures. I'll show one picture every day. That if you guys want, I'll make sure to include the link in the description. Since a lot of you actually did submit photos of you with your breakfast, watching Good Morning Mindcrack. You don't actually have to include a photo of yourself, but I mean, just your laptop screen or monitor with your breakfast of choice. That's very much appreciated. So this one is from Cat Dog, and it looks like he has some honeycombs yesterday. And I must say, honeycomb cereal is really great. It's actually one of my favorites. I'm not going to talk about honeycombs anymore. That's a stupid topic of discussion. But yes, that is that. So I did a vintage beef. So thanks for your... Yes, BOO and Nebris are on. So thank you both for your... Thank you, Cat Dog, for your submission. Holy gosh, I got off track because I died and my brain went fuzzy. Yeah, I'm not feeling really great today. I know yesterday I talked about how I had a sore throat. I don't really have as bad of a sore throat right now. I had it coming back a little bit. I did a Minecraft event stream over on my Twitch page, and so that was a little bit of a problem, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. But right now I'm actually having an issue where... Oh, there's my experience. Where I have a really bad headache. I woke up with a really bad headache, so I'm not doing as chipper today as I usually am, but I have had a lot of headaches in my life, so it's not that bad. I can live through it. Man, my arm wrist got really damaged. Oh well. No harm or foul. Okay, so let's continue working on that. But yes, Ultra Hardcore, the final episode came out yesterday. From here on out, I'm going to be doing some spoilers. So if you have not watched my point of view, I very, very much recommend you to go do that right now before you get spoiled. Okay, so here comes the spoilers starting right now. So I won. I honestly did not expect that. I literally did think that I was going to be the first one out. I always, I'm always a pompous when it comes to a lot of things, and I've said, the reason I don't compete on the Ultimate Miner is because I'm too good. I would win every time. But that's just me being a silly face, and I honestly did not think I would actually get that close to the end. I've gotten a lot of flack over things, and we've already talked about that. I'm not going to talk about that, but I do want to say a few things. I did play a very defensive game in a lot of regards. I made sure I was inside every single night except for that last night before the final battle. And when it was raining the one time, I stayed inside. I was not going to go out there where there are monsters about. I was not going to accept losing because it was raining and a creeper, blew me up. I just wasn't going to accept that. That would be a stupid way of dying, and I didn't want to die that way. So I played it defensively, and I did the staircase method. Now, a lot of people were like, well, you found caves, but you didn't explore them. And like I believe I talked about this before, but, I was pretty much guaranteed at that level of cave, I wasn't going to get anything I wanted. At that point, it was really late in the game. There was like 4 people left, and I needed gold. I was down hearts, and I also needed diamonds. Now, of course, I didn't want to branch mine, and a lot of people were like, well, what you did was kind of like branch mining, and in that regard, now that I look back, I can see where they're coming from, where, I am, digging places to try to find something in specific. But at the same time, aren't we all kind of branch mining when we do that? Because we are trying to find a cave. And you'll notice I did want to find a cave. I didn't want to just, find gold or anything, I mean, I did. Don't get me wrong, that would be brilliant. But I agreed that I wanted to find a cave around that level where I could find gold and diamonds. In my opinion, that's what my mindset was. I didn't think ever along that time that it was like, a bad move. And I'm starting to get excited again. My head hurts. So yeah, in that regard, while I was very defensive, I should have been a little bit more smart about, being more adventurous with those caves. And like I said, I played a very defensive game, and in a way that got me to the end. Anders, he played a very reckless game, and he got to the end as well. So in my opinion, I mean, it doesn't really matter like how you choose to play. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's about I was out there every day. If it wasn't raining and it wasn't night, and that was 50% of the time in most cases, except for when it was raining, I was out there and I was searching and I was trying to kill people. I just didn't come across anybody. If you look at the Ultra Hardcore map that has been posted to the subreddit, you'll notice that there, I went by a lot of people a lot of times, and unfortunately, we just never connected. And I guess in that way, that's just luck. And I know in a lot of ways you don't want Ultra Hardcore to come down to luck, because a lot of people would be like, anybody could win. And in that regard, I think it's fun. That's what Ultra Hardcore is about. It's about surviving. And if you do get into an encounter, how do you approach it? And when I got into an encounter at the very end, I succeeded. Anders did a great job throughout the entire match. I loved watching his point of view. He's a hilarious guy. But you'll notice at the end, I out-deceived him by, first of all, lying about the wolves. That's a topic that we've already been over. Some people don't like that you people lie, but it's, you heard Anders. He was cool with that. If he had wolves, I'm sure, he would probably lie too, It's just a game. It's like Survivor. I've been watching a lot of Survivor lately. But, first of all, I had my wolves, and that flint and steel saved me. I thought it was very, very weird that when I was really early in the game, I was like, I'm going to make a flint and steel, herp derp. And that flint and steel is what basically won me the game, in my opinion. If I hadn't caught him on fire and he started to freak out because he was on fire, he probably would have been able to, kill the skeleton that was behind him that gave him a few bits of damage. And he probably would have also been able to figure out the dogs first. I'm not a great archer. I remember him saying, like, he's got fire arrows, and I was like, no. But, that's just, like, something really interesting. So in my opinion, Ultra Hardcore is about, succeeding, making good video, which I do admit I wish I could have made some better video, because looking back at it, I did play very defensively, and I would change that. So, in regards to making the best video, I did not make the best video by far. I mean, I think my point of view was interesting, and it was fun to watch. But at the same time, I probably could have done a lot better that wise, and I hope to improve on that if I come back for any more seasons, of course. So let's talk a little bit more about Ultra Hardcore. Oh yeah, I was summarizing. So the 2 points, the biggest things that about Ultra Hardcore, it's about succeeding inside the encounters that you have and making good videos. And unfortunately, I didn't have any encounters until the end. I say that unfortunately, even though it helped me win the game. I think that it would have been great if I had a really good battle and I died really early. If I came toe to toe with Paws and I put him down so someone could easily defeat him, I would have been happy with dying. That's just the game. You're gonna try to make exciting video and play the game, and I played the game in one regard very well. I went the encounter that I did have was really amazing, and it was that battle was fun to watch. I kept on rewatching it. But I did fail a little bit more at the making entertaining videos portion of it. My video was decent. I'm not calling it bad. A lot of people were a little bit upset that Mike was there, and I don't know. Afterwards, I told Good, I was like, hey, my friend Mike came over. I thought I was going to be dead. I didn't realize it was going to last that long, And he didn't reply, so I assumed it was good. But, I wouldn't want, to do that again, like, with him. I mean, I love Mike to death because he's my best friend and everything, but at the same time, I really would like to just do an ultra hardcore season just completely alone and in my own state of mind, and I'm sure people will need even more ears. I know I broke a lot of eardrums starting that as well. I chose on purpose not to lower the volume of my victory squeal. Everybody was like, my ears are bleeding, and I'm like, yeah, I won. I deserve to make your ears bleed. That's my prize. So that's my ultra hardcore thoughts. I think that I did well. I played a very defensive game, and I wouldn't play that defensively in the future. But I'm not, you know, I'm proud of how I played, and that's all that matters after all. So that's my ultra hardcore thoughts, and I'm already 10 minutes in. Jeez. I bet you guys wanted me to talk about anything else, because you're probably like, okay, ultra hardcore's done, MC. Just shut up and, I don't know, do something. And so I am doing something. I didn't really know what else I was supposed to talk about this episode. What am I doing today? Today is Sunday. The live stream with Do and Pause is happening at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe. I don't know if I'm going to be there. I really hope I'm able to, because I've been talking about it, but my sleep schedule's really whacked, and with this headache, I don't know when I'm going to be sleeping, how long I'm going to be sleeping, and if I'm ever going to want to wake up. I'm not going to be setting any alarms for this, because personally, I'd rather have a good night's rest. I had to set my alarm for 7 or 6 p.m. today. Yeah, I sleep really weird hours, by the way, if you didn't know. I had to wake up at 6 p.m. today for the Minecraft event stream, which means I only got like 6 hours of sleep. Some people that's a lot, but I'm a sloth. Smiley face. I kind of want to talk more, you know, about anything other than ultra hardcore. But I really don't know what I want to talk about. Okay, now I'm gonna make this a little like tiered, like, and then I'm gonna bring in another layer with like we're gonna start doing smooth stone, and it's gonna slowly start going in and in. I'll put like some coal. Hopefully we'll get a silk touch pick, and I can get some coal ore and stuff to really make that look good. And my brain just completely shut off. I talked all about ultra hardcore. And again, good job to everybody else who played. I don't know how many other Mindcrackers actually watch my videos, but it was really fun, and thank you for having me on. I'd be honored to do it again. You guys are all great people, and more than likely better players than me, that if we did have encounters, that you probably would have triumphed. Oh, something that a lot of people have said is, like, me and Kurt should do something together, because we're both very energetic people, and we both love charity. That's one thing that we have a lot in common, is we are very much about the Child's Play charity. He does that with Farlands or Bust, and I like watching Kurt personally. He's a really funny guy, and I would love to do something with Kurt in the future. So Kurt, if you happen to be watching this, shoot me a Skype message sometime, and I'd love to chat with you. That'd be brilliant. It's already 13 minutes in. I probably should end this off. I want to end on a happy news. Do I have any happy news? Not really. Oh, yeah, I want to show you this. Somebody changed it to Thy Holy Box of Lupus. I wasn't here for the lupus joke, and so I'm changing this back. How do you... Oh... Laps. Darn it, they made me type it wrong. Okay. There we go. So, I changed that back now. Alright. We've been doing this for a while. So make sure you guys leave me a comment, and do submit your breakfast images. I do love seeing those. I don't know. Comments mean a lot, but at the same time, when you actually like see somebody like have their video open with their bowl of cereal, that, I don't know. It's stupid. Alright, I'll see you guys. Oh, darn it, that's not how I outro this video. I always do these outros wrong. That's the end of the video. Good morning, Mindcrack.